Hi guys, while both current Tory MPs and ex-members of Parliament try to attack Keir Starmer and his cabinet over freebies, they are relying on two things. First, the hope that people will be so blind with rage that they will only focus on the new Labour government, and second, that they don't have access to the internet. You see, while the penny farthing made flesh will try to present himself as clean as a shiny new sixpence, he really should not be flinging mud because his greatest enemy is Google. First, have a listen to what he had to say, and then I'll point out the simple hypocrisy.
Welcome back to State of the Nation. It's the story that won't stop, Donagate. Yesterday we discussed the fact that Starmer's dates didn't make sense after he tried to throw his son under the bus by suggesting that Lord Alley's £18 million apartment was used for his son to study for his GCSEs. We also discussed the fact that the apartment was used for Starmer's COVID broadcast when it was decked out to look like his own home, even with pictures of his children in it. However, since then, more developments have emerged. The Guardian reported on the story after having been briefed by Number 10 that it understood the flat was used for the COVID broadcast as a one-off. 37 minutes later, the Guido Fawkes news site, Clever Old Guido, revealed he had also used the one-off apartment for his broadcast tribute to the late Queen Elizabeth II. This use of the apartment does not appear in the Register of Interests, and it's intriguing to try to speculate what was wrong with the Reverend Starmer's own home for these broadcasts. Perhaps, like Ed Miliband, he has two kitchens or some other embarrassing luxury. And now it emerges Lord Alley, owner of the apartment that was once allegedly used just once, was also lent to Wes Streeting for another Labour Party happening. Does this poor man, or rich man, ever get to sleep in his own flat? He also lent the Labour MP, Siobhan McDonough, £1.2 million to buy a house for her terminally ill sister. So the real question is, what does Lord Alley want for all of this? The nature of these donations is interesting and distinctly personal. As I've disclosed before, any donation I ever received were for the Conservative Party of my local association. None was for me personally.
None was for you personally. Are you sure about that, Jacob? Because back in 2022, according to Byline Times, fracking minister funded by fossil fuel investor. It goes on to say, Liz Truss's new Secretary for Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy, noted climate science denier Jacob Rees-Mogg, has received £22,000 in donations from a top hedge fund manager who regularly profits from betting on the collapse of the British pound. What an ad! What a patriot! The failure of top British firms and rocketing energy prices, Byline Times can exclusively reveal. It goes on to say later in the article, and I'll leave a link if you want to read it yourself. But this is not this is just the beginning. Throughout his career, since becoming a Conservative MP for North East Somerset, nearly a decade, Jacob Rees-Mogg received repeated donations from Audley. This is the guy. He received 2,000 from Audley in 2010, 9,000 in 2013, 6,000 in 2015, and 5,000 in 2017. This individual also backed a hard Brexit campaign, company set up to campaign for Brexit, and of course Boris Johnson as well. So when Jacob Rees-Mogg says, no, there's nothing, I'm cleaner than clean, well, no, he's not. So there is an issue here, of course. Why are massive donors giving money to political parties? I've said before, there's a big problem here. They shouldn't be giving. Political parties should be publicly funded. So it would root out corruption, like what we're seeing here with Jacob Rees-Mogg, or potential corruption with the Labour Party, the new Labour government. Most of the time, somebody is giving money to get something in return. Here, it's quite clear what the goal here is in giving money to the likes of Jacob Rees-Mogg. I'm not sure what Baron Ali's goal is, but it needs to stop. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.